Hey, welcome back to Antimatter Chemistry. And as you can see, I have an ME system. So between episodes I've been working a bit around the base. I've installed the ME system, just a basic one. I've also upgraded some of my machines and kind of changed the layout I had for them. And finally I did some mining with a new obsidian pickaxe, so we can start making better equipment. And all of this is quite looking nice. It's looking very nice. So with all of this, we should be able to enter into the Atum. But if we go to the chapter 4 quest, which is going to be our next goal, it is warned that we need better armor. So let's improve our equipment first. But for that, I need to do some chemistry first. So our goal for this first part is going to get cubic boron nitrate. This is going to be the main material for most of our tools and armor. But for this we need to do quite the chemical reaction. But this should be quite easy. First we will need to get some liquid boron. This we can get from melting boron molds in a liquefier. We will also need a lot of hydrogen. Again, we can get it from melting hydrogen molds in a liquefier. Now we also will need some nitrogen. We are not going to be using this right now, but we are going to be using it in the process for boron nitrate solution. Now we are going to be using a lot this machine here, the chemical reactor. There's it with some boron and some hydrogen. We will be getting deborane. Well, if we mix water with some deborane, we will get boric acid and hydrogen. The hydrogen we can take it back and recycle it again to get more diborane. After we get the boric acid, we will also get a lot more of hydrogen than what we started with. So this hydrogen, we can mix it together with some nitrogen in order to get ammonia. And in order to get the boron nitrate, we only need to combine the boric acid with the ammonia. And we will get boron nitrate solution as well as some water. The water, of course, we can void it. And the boron nitrate, we can send it into this crystallizer. This should start working. Very slow. But soon I'll just send these upgrades into this. Now this boron nitrate will, inside the crystallizer, will turn into hexagonal boron nitrate, which in the pressurizer will turn it into cubic boron nitrate, which is our goal. This is going to be the main material we are going to be using for almost all of our Tinker's armor and tools. It is quite not expensive, but it is quite a process. But I suppose I'll only need just to do this once. And after some time, I've already have all of the materials that we will be using for our new tools. So the armor is very basic. We are using boron nitrate for the core. We are using sponges for the plates and for the trims cobalt. For our tools, all of them will have bases with nitrate, boron nitrate, and they will also have reinforced slime ingots. And finally, my main weapon will be a crossbow, an electrum crossbow, and I'll be using manilium bolts. For the armor, all of the parts will have resistance, which is basically protection, I suppose. They will have mending moss and reinforcement, which is basically unbreaking. All my tools and weapons will have a diamond in order to get a bit more of durability. All of my tools will have mending moss. Almost all of them will have a sick touch using the sickle jewel. I'll have only one pickaxe will be only with haste. Finally, both the crossbow and the bolt will have blocks of quartz in order to increase their damage. And this is how my new armor looks like. It's quite nice. I have a speed bonus. The speed bonus comes from the cobalt trim, actually, I think. I have like resistance 8, so I basically receive no damage. At least from regular mobs. Then this crossbow is a bit quick, and it does a good amount of damage. 10.46 of attack, plus a bonus damage of 6. And the bolt does a 14.38. I really don't know how this works. But the crossbow is also quick. So that is quite nice. So yeah, I can say goodbye to all of my old tools and armor, and I can say hello to my new armors. Also have with me some bottle of encanting, which is fairly simple to craft. I'll use this to get some of the mending already stored in the armor. As mending in this version, it will take a bit of time to repair the armor itself. Now I only need to level up the armor and my tools, but I think we are ready to enter into the Atum too. So we need to craft the scarab before going into the Atum. So let's make some demon ingots. Or maybe not. 4 demon ingots. Now, together with some platinum, diamonds, and a cobalt large plate, we can craft the scarab. Scarab quest. Yeah, now we only need to throw the scarab. And there is it. The Atum portal. And we can go. Quest complete. Atum, the land of the suns. How cool. Hello, mate. What was that? Okay, we are starting to to get not welcomed. Not well welcomed. There's no problem because we have quite a good crossbow. And quite a good armor. But we are in the Atum. Our quest here is going to get first these coins. They're going to be quite useful. And I hope there is a spawner here. Nice, thank you. So, we need to look for a pyramid. Or one sort of pyramid. I suppose it will be a pyramid. We need to kill two Pharaohs. Two Pharaohs. Those things. Those Egyptian things. And for that, I suppose they will be located in pyramids. But it will be also fine to loot these surroundings. There is a pyramid. Let's investigate this. Is there a sort of entrance? Or do I... there is an entrance here. There are more traps here. Traps everywhere. Oh, I think here is the Pharaoh. I hope this is the Pharaoh. So, here we have the Pharaoh. In order to invoke it, you only need to light up these royal torches around this place. And it should spawn, I think. There's it. My armor is so nice, I barely get any damage. And there is it. Atum's bounty. Alluring, you can catch rare and unique fish in the Atum. What else do I get? Nothing else. There is our second pyramid. Let's get that. And now we can start with the second Pharaoh. Tomb Raider. Look what I found. The Atum to do. So fun. Rabion. Here lies Giraffe. Worked to death. He will be missed and replaced. Of course, my friend. Thank you. Idol of Labor. That was one of the side quests. So I'm back from the Atum. Let's buy the DLC. Of course, there is a DLC. Thanks you for playing Antimatter Chemistry. That says our brand new exclusive uber cool mega awesome chapter 4. You will need to purchase our DLC for 1995 gold coins while supplies last. Yes, please give me this. Chapter 4 DLC. And of course, let's also claim the more receipts unlocked. So we unlock the stage mummy. Only 95.95 cents. Got them. So there are also 3 optional quests. We can do this. Let's submit 16 linen threads. Submit 64 palm woods. And 64 dusty bones. So from the Atum, I got these 4 blocks. So we can get alabaster, dissolve it to get gallium and barium and some calcium carbonate. From here, we are interested on the gallium. This we will use it to get magenta antimatter which we can dissolve it into gallium, manganese, and tungsten. Then we have porphyry, which will give us niobium, silicon dioxide, tungsten, and molybdenum. From here we will need molybdenum in order to get the ingots, which we'll use to get the sod-covered machine casing, which is used in a lot of craftings for the mob evolution. So mainly the simulation chamber and the loot fabricator. The niobium, we can also use it to get light blue antimatter, which will be used to get more niobium, germanium, and tungsten. The next important one will be limestone, which will get us molybdenum again, calcium carbonate, silicon dioxide, and neodymium. And neodymium, we are going to be using it to get the brown antimatter, which dissolving it will get us more neodymium, we will get samarium, and tungsten. Finally, we will also want to dissolve some pulpwood. The pulpwood will get us cellulose and palladium. Palladium, we can use it to get the ingots, which it is used in the craft for the angel rings, which is something that we want. And with all of this, it is not the end of the episode. We still have a bit more to do. So let's continue with our journey. So we should be able to start with the mob evolution, but let's first do something interesting, and that is getting our angel ring. For that, first we need to fill these 2 golden lassos. The first one with a chicken, which I didn't get. There is the chicken. Come here, my friend. There is it. Golden lasso with a chicken. And the second one we need are squids, which I suppose there should spawn sometime now. And there is the squid. Come here, my friend. Come here with me. Now, these 2 lassos, we can use them first to craft a chicken wing ring. And then this will use it together with the squid lasso to get the ring of the flying squid. Now, this ring only is quite good because it's a small kind of flight time. But we want creative flight. That's going to be way better. So for that we need a gust. And my friendly gust is waiting me here. I need his tear. Now we don't only need the gas tear, we also need to dissolve some brown antimatter. This is done combining neodymium together with antimatter. And this will give us a bunch more of neodymium, samarium, and tungsten. We want all of them. Now this samarium, we can turn it into an ingot. And then we can use this to get an angel ring. Let's do the golden one. And with this, we have creative flight. Nice. Now we can enter into deep mob evolution. So it's going to be quite expensive to get into deep mob evolution. So the first thing we need is a deep learner. Quest completed. Deep learner. This will allow us to insert data models and kind of level them up whenever we kill one mob. Now, apart from that, we also need blank data models. And this is the expensive part as it uses asinine. Asinine is astatine together with some hassium. Astatine is quite easy. You get it by dissolving crystal glass, which is by cooking strange sand, which we can find in the Atum. The problem is with hassium. Hassium, there is no other recipe other than from the loot crates, which has a 6.67% of getting 2 pieces of hassium. Or we can use fusion. Fusion is still in chapter 6. So I just crafted as much as asinine as I could. So we can put all of the cobalt, the asinine, the soot covered plates, and the palladium. And we can start crafting some data models. 7 data models will be more than enough for now. So for data models, what I want is a blaze data model, a creeper data model, and a skeleton data model, a zombie data model, a witch data model, and a spider, and a wither skeleton data model. Now we need blaze, creeper, skeleton, and zombie in order to progress with the modpack. We need their pristines in order to make the end cake, in order to get into the end. From this, the blaze data model is going to be very useful to get sulfur. The skeleton can give us bone, which we can use for hydroxylapatite, which is basically calcium, a good calcium source. Zombies, we can use it for iron, which we can get both redstone and glowstone, so a passive source of both of them. Spiders, it will be useful for some spider eyes. And the wither skeleton for both their skulls and coal. Now again, doing the machine cases used for deep mob illusion, it will be quite expensive as well, because it requires molybdenum, which comes from porphyry or limestone, from the Atum too. We can also get it from fission, as well as from fusion, but we still need to do some, we still need to advance through the modpack before we unlock both of those. So I'll just do as many as I can. So I think we will do 5 loot fabricators and 5 simulation chambers for now. This is not the best ratio, but it's, it's what we can afford right now. The only remaining thing to do is just insert all of these data models inside this deep learner and start killing some mobs. So let's go. So I finished with the first round of data models. I've got a zombie to superior, a witch to basic, a spider to advanced, and a creeper to advanced. I've also got the skeleton to advanced, but I'm also going to level this up in the nether while I level up the blaze and the wither skeleton model. So we can put the data model here. So here will be for zombie. And then we need to input polymer clay. And this will start running iterations. As this is superior, this will have a 24% of getting a pristine matter. This failed, so we'll just accumulate more data collected. So I'll just need to let all of this run. I'll do the same for the creeper. I'll also do the witch in order to level this one up. And I'll save the spider one for now. So I managed to get all of these data models up to superior. So that is quite nice. You can just grab them all and we can just replace some of these. So for example, the zombie one, I'm going to leave it as this pristine matters. We can use it to get rotten flesh, not iron, rotten flesh. And then the rotten flesh, we can convert it into iron. So if we were to use one pristine matter, if we get the iron directly, we will get 16 ingots. But if we get the rotten flesh, we will get 64 times 8. So 8 stacks of iron. Of course, this uses a lot of overworldian matter, but I don't think there will be any problem with this. The creeper one, we need to leave this running a bit more, as this pristine creeper is used on the craft for the end cake. The witch one, we will still keep this running, and this is going to be very useful for the future. And last but not least, we need to start running the skeleton data model. Grab some more of polymer clay, of course. We can start running this, and we can as well start running the blaze data model. So very soon we should be getting all of the pristine matter that we will be needing for the end cake. Of course, this is just provisional setup. I'll do it better whenever we get a better source of molybdenum, which is going to be here, fusion. So it's going to be quite a long time before we can do that. Another thing is that we also want a lot of hellish matter. The same with for iron. We can do almost the same for gold. There's no mobs that give us gold directly, but we can use the hellish matter together with some glowstone and iron to get 6 pieces of gold. So if we were to use a stack of hellish matter, a stack of glowstone, and a stack of iron, we will be getting 6 stacks of gold for free, basically for free. So yeah, this mod is quite quite impressive, but I think there are better ways of producing mob loot resources, and that is basically with apotheosis, because the respawners can become quite powerful. And it's something that we're going to be doing in this episode, but not yet. So I actually had a bit more plans to do for this episode, but I think we are going to leave it right here. But of course, before leaving it, our main goal for the episode is to get the ender cake. So we can just throw the cake and get the end cake. Let's put this one, I don't know where, here on the top of this thing. I'll put it here. The end cake. I won't buy it yet. We are going to go in the next episode. And I suppose we get chapter 5. No, not yet. But I suppose we will get chapter 5 unlocked. That means that in the next episode we will start by killing the dragon, getting the ender dragon data model, and most likely killing the dragon 6 times more to get it working. And not only that, but we will also start with fission. Such a fun thing, and it's quite, I know, it's quite I'm quite scared just looking at this diagram right here. I don't understand anything. I don't understand anything, but I'll try my best to understand it. So yes, we will start with the dragon, getting the dragon and all of the stuff that we will need from the end, and we will get into fission. Yeah, so it's going to be quite a fun episode. In the meantime, between episodes I'll be working a bit on more machines that I had planned to do in this episode, but I don't think will fit correctly here. So yes, I'll just do it off camera. But that will be everything for this episode. So, as always, if you're still here, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a better day, because it can always be better. And I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.